Christian Church, Farm Bureau Agent Dan Furnish, Snappy Tomato Pizza, Fryman's Hilltop Grill, Kellyon's Pizza, and Judy Construction Company. And now with all the play-by-play action, here's Jim Swinford.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Boys 38th District Tournament Basketball. I'm Jim Swinford, along with Mike Aldridge, coming to you from Monticello Heights Gymnasium, where tonight the Harrison County Thoroughbreds will take on the Black Devils of Robertson County for the 38th District Tournament title. Harrison County defeated Nicholas County in the first round of this tournament back on Monday night, 59-52, to earn a berth in the championship game. Meanwhile, Robertson County, in its first round game, turned back Pentland County 82-49 to get to the finals. The Breds and the Black Devils played each other once during the regular season, with Harrison County coming out on top 58-57 in a game played here in Cynthiana. Win or lose tonight, both teams will advance to next week's 10th Region Tournament at Mason County. Harrison County is back in the championship game after a 1 year's absence. Meanwhile, Robertson County is back to try and win their second consecutive district tournament title as they are the defending champions. They are hoping to win back-to-back titles for what would be the first time in school history and the 8th time in the program's history. In Harrison County's 59-52 win over Nicholas County, the Breds had a tough time before shaking loose from the Blue Jackets. Well, right now, both teams, Harrison County and Robertson County, are out on the floor going through some pregame warm-ups. We invite you to stay tuned as we'll come back and take a closer look at both Harrison County and Robertson County. You're listening to the Boys 38th District Tournament Championship game on the pregame show brought to you by Cynthiana Hardee's. You're listening to WCYN Sports.
Memorial Hospital, creating a higher standard.
Alrighty, back here on the hilltop, Harrison County and Robertson County about 17 and a half minutes away from getting this championship game started. Well, as we said, the Breds had a tough time with a very pesky Nicholas County squad in their first round win. Nicholas County stayed on the Breds' heels throughout the contest, with Harrison never able to get more than a 12-point lead. However, the Blue Jackets were unable to get closer than a 5-point deficit as the Breds made just enough plays down the stretch to keep Nicholas County at arm's length to pick up the hard-fought victory. Harrison County in that game shot 50% compared to just 34% for Nicholas County. The Blue Jackets, not surprisingly, not wanting to contend with our big trees inside, shot a lot of three-pointers. In fact, they were 9 of 23 from beyond the arc. Free throw shooting almost cost the Breds the victory. Harrison County going just 10 out of 21. That's 48% from the line, while Nicholas County was 13 out of 18 for 72%. But the Thoroughbreds mitigated that weakness by dominating the backboards, out-rebounding the Blue Jackets 36-25. Points in the paint were also important in the game, as Harrison County used its inside force to outscore Nicholas County around the basket 34-10. And the Breds also were very sharing in the contest as they dished out 16 assists compared to just 7 for Nicholas County. Harrison was led in scoring by Clay Carpenter, who poured in 17 points. Meanwhile, three-point specialist, freshman Wyatt Clark, buried 7 trays on his way to a career-high 28 points to lead his team. Harrison County, will be returning to the championship game For the first time since 2019, the Reds have won 26 titles in district tournaments over the years. Meanwhile, Robertson County took advantage of turnovers committed by Pendleton County, as well as a decided advantage in rebounding to defeat the Wildcats 82-49. The Black Devils opened up a double-digit first-half lead that they would hold on to heading into halftime when they were up 35-23. From then, the Black Devils, led by 10th Region Player of the Year Justin Becker, outscored Pendleton County 30-9 in the third quarter and cruised the rest of the way. In that game, Robertson County shot 59% from the floor compared to just 40% for Pendleton County. But the Wildcats bombed away from long range, but only hit 5 of 24 three-point attempts. Free throw shooting was a little bit of a factor in the game as well. Robertson County made 12 out of 15 free tries for 80%, while the Wildcats, much like Harrison County, struggled from the line, hitting only 6 out of 16 from the charity stripe. And as might be expected, Robertson County dominated the backboards, out-rebounding Pendleton County in that first-round game on Monday, 35-16. Talked about Becker before. He was the star of the show in that first-round game as well, making 29 points and grabbing 14 rebounds. Meanwhile, senior Traden Thomas ended his Wildcat career with 17 points. And just as a side note, in case you're interested, reading the Falmouth Outlook, Traden Thomas ended up being the 9th leading scorer in Pendleton County history. Well, in the first meeting between these two schools, Harrison County won 58-57 over Robertson. The Reds controlled the tempo and led by as many as 16 points early in the third quarter, only to watch the Black Devils go on a 15-1 run that tightened up the contest. After Robertson County took a 5-point lead, late in the ball game, the Reds fought back to take the lead and then hung on to defeat the Black Devils. Freshman Caden Custard, who scored 18 points and grabbed 13 rebounds, scored on a putback with 34 seconds left to put his team ahead for good. Senior Ian Bowen hit a couple of clutch free throws in the waning seconds to secure the victory. Becker had a chance there at the end, but threw up an off-balance three-pointer that was off the mark, giving Harrison County the victory. In that game, rather oddly, both Harrison and Robertson County shot 44%. From three-point range, the Reds were pretty efficient, hitting 7 of 13 long-range bombs, while Robertson was just 4 out of 22. Robertson County was their own worst enemy from the free throw line in that game. Normally a very good free throw shooting team, they only hit 7 out of 14 from the charity stripe. And Harrison County out-rebounded the Black Devils 35-25. Other stats of note, transition points. This is kind of a surprise, only because Robertson County likes to get up and down the floor, but in transition points in that game earlier this season, Harrison County outscored Robertson 15-4. In points off turnovers, that's where Robertson County almost got us, as they outscored us in that particular statistic 25-11. And they also dominated the inside game as they scored 34 points in the paint compared to just 22 for our Thoroughbreds. Senior J.D. Sword led Harrison County with 19 points, while Becker paced his team with 25. Robertson County will come into tonight's ball game with a record of 13-5, coached by Patrick Kelch, who is now in his 5th year at the helm of the Black Devils. He came on when these seniors who dominate the roster were just in 8th grade and has slowly but surely brought them along. As I said, the Black Devils like to play at a very fast pace, averaging 77 points a game, which is 7th most in the state. In fact, Robertson County has scored at least 80 points in 10 of their 18 games this year, including 3 of the last 4 games. As a team, the Black Devils are making 55.2% of their field goal attempts, which is 2nd best in the state. Robertson is led in scoring by Becker at 26.5 points per game, which is 12th best in the Commonwealth. Becker is an exceptional player in all phases of the game and is considered to be the best player in the 10th region. Becker is connecting on 68% of his shots and also leads Robertson in rebounding at 10 boards per game. Becker has achieved a double-double 11 times this season, including the last 4 games in a row heading into the postseason. Senior Brandon Dice and senior Tanner Horn are also great shooters, making 68% of their field goal attempts. Senior Sebastian Dixon is connecting on 51% of his shot attempts and leads the team in three-point shooting, making 39% of his long-range shots. Meanwhile, the Thoroughbreds have got to play a whole lot better than they did in the win back on Monday when they were able to knock off Nicholas County. Didn't focus, didn't concentrate, and it almost cost us what should have been an easy win. But tonight, I have the feeling our guys will be more locked in and ready to play than they were in that game back earlier in the week, or at least I hope they will be. If we play tonight like we did on Monday, it's going to be a very, very long night. Other facts and figures to tell you about in games against 10th region opponents. Harrison County is 7-6 this year, while Robertson is 8-2. In close games this year, games decided by 10 points or less, the Thoroughbreds are 3-4. But interestingly enough, out of their 18 games, Robertson County has only played 3 that have been decided by 10 points or less, and they dropped all 3 of those contests. Against common opponents, Harrison County is 4-3, while Robertson County against those same common foes, 8-1. That one loss was also a loss for the Thoroughbreds against Campbell County. Also, kind of an interesting thing, Harrison County and Pendleton County are not playing this year in the district tournament. Why is that so funny? Why is that so interesting? It's because it's the first time in 15 years we have not played Pendleton County in the district tournament, whether it be in the first round or the championship game. Harrison County and Pendleton County had played each other in the district tournament every year since the districts were reshuffled back in the 2005-2006 season. So there you go. Maybe not interesting to most people, but to me, it is. And I control the mic. Alrighty, both teams are heading back into their respective locker rooms. So what we'll do right now is take a break, after which we'll come back and give you the starting lineups of tonight's ball game between Harrison County and Robertson County. You're listening to the pregame show brought to you by Cynthiana Hardee's here on WCYN Sports.
Every
Here on the Hilltop, the 38th District Tournament Championship game, a few minutes away from getting started. Let's take a look at the starting fives for both the teams. First for Robertson, as we said, 13-5, coached by Patrick Kelsch. At a guard, a 6'1 senior, number 2, Sebastian Dixon. Dixon averaging 14.8 points per game. He did not score the first time these two teams got together. However, in the first round win over Pendleton County, he poured in 20. And another guard, a 6' senior, number 3, Brandon Dice. Dice averaging 11.1 points per game. He was held to just 4 points the first time these two teams got together. So think about that. Between Dixon and Dice, they're averaging about 26 points a game. When we played these guys the first time, they scored a total of 4. We'd love to see that number again tonight. And another guard, Eli Dotson. Dotson wears the number 5. He's a 5'7 senior, averaging 7.6 points a contest. The other guard is Joshua Pulaski. Pulaski wears the number 33. He's a 5'7 senior and is averaging 4.2, but had 11 when the two teams got together the first time. And at the forward position, probably the best player in the 10th region, Justin Becker. Becker is a 6'5 junior who wears the number 4. He's averaging 26.5 points per game, had 25 when Harrison and Robertson met in the regular season. And in the first round win over Pendleton County the other night, he poured in a team-leading 29. So once again, for the Black Devils, it'll be Dixon, Dice, Dotson, Pulaski, and Becker. Robertson County on the season averaging 77.2 points per game. On defense, they're giving up 61.8 points per contest. Now for the Harrison County Thoroughbreds, 11-9 on the year, coached by Terrence Brooks. At a guard, a 6-foot freshman, number 1, Caden Custard. Custard averaging 10.7 points a game. He had 18 in the win over Robertson County in the regular season. At another guard, J.D. Sword. Sword is Harrison County's leading scorer at 14.3 points per game. He's a 6'1 senior wears the number 11. He scored 19 points to lead the Thoroughbreds in that 1-point win over in Mount Olivet earlier this year. At a third guard, a 6'1 senior, number 24, Clay Carpenter. Carpenter averaging 10.5 points a game. He led the Thoroughbreds with 17 points in the win over Nicholas County in the first round of this tournament. At a forward, number 15, Blaine Biddle. Biddle, a 6'6 junior. He's averaging 3.3 points per game. He did not play the first time these two teams got together. And at the other forward, a 6'5 sophomore, number 21, J.D. Kendall. Kendall averaging 8.1 points a contest. So once again for the Breds, it'll be Custard, Sword, Carpenter, Biddle, and Kendall. Harrison County offensively averaging 62.5 points per game. On defense, the Breds are giving up 55.3 points per game. And when you put all the numbers together and figure out all the odds and stats and logistics and all the other stuff, Robertson County about a 4-point favorite to win this game and for the first time in school history win district titles in back-to-back years. While the two teams continue to warm up on the floor in front of us, that'll give us the opportunity to take it back to the station to Bruce Templeton from Unity Christian Church with tonight's pregame prayer. All righty, back here on the hilltop, we're going to have an excellent crowd for tonight's game. As always, Robertson County has basically left everybody or brought everybody here. Maybe the police chief's still over there, I don't know, but he might be here too. Harrison County, a lot of people across the way from us as well. This will be the 9th time that Harrison County and Robertson County have faced each other in the postseason. Harrison County has won all of the previous 8, including a 6-0 record in district tournament play. Here on the hilltop, it's the 4th time the two teams have played in district tournament. Harrison winning all of the previous 3. And in championship games of the 38th district tournament, this will be the 6th time the two teams have played each other, Harrison County winning the other 5, including all 3 championship games played here on the hilltop. These two teams actually did meet a couple of times in regional tournament play back when they were in separate districts. In 1991's first round, Harrison won 81-62, and in 95, the Thoroughbreds won 73-53. As far as the overall history between these two schools, this will be the 49th time that Harrison and Robertson have played each other. Harrison County holds a decided edge in the series, 41-7, including a very impressive 23-3 record over the Black Devils here on the hilltop. As far as other numbers to tell you about, Harrison County in the postseason, that's district, regional, and state tournament games, has a very good record of 128-89. Here on the hilltop in both district and regional games, a very solid record of 56-19. That's nearly 75% winning percentage. In district tournament games throughout the years, Harrison County is 79-44. But more impressively, here on the hilltop in district tournament games, the Thoroughbreds are 48-15. That's a 76% winning percentage. In district tournament finals, we've had not problems, but it's a lot closer to a 500 record than the previous rounds. Harrison County in championship games, 26-19. In championship games played here on the Hilltop, Harrison County's record 17-7, still over 70% winning percentage. Meanwhile, Robertson County in the postseason, they're 44-102, including 5-12 here on the Hilltop. In district tournaments, Robertson County is 43-7 and 43-75, 5-8 on the Hilltop. And in district championship games, Deming and Robertson County both 7-19, but 0-5 here on the Hill. Other district tournaments going on that we'll tell you about real quick. Last night in the 37th district, Campbell County won its 8th consecutive district title by knocking off Scott 68-57. Tonight, in the 39th, Mason County and Bracken County are playing back on February 19th. Mason won in the Fieldhouse 53-39. Also tonight, in the 40th district at Paris High School, Clark County, the defending regional champions, are facing Montgomery County. Clark won easily both times. Well, easily the first time, 95-79 in a game played in Winchester. But when they played in Mount Sterling, it was much closer, with Clark winning, but only by 74-67. So there's your look at the other boys' districts across the 10th region. Alrighty, right now the Harrison County Air Force Junior ROTC is presenting the colors. So what we're going to do is take a listen to the national anthem, after which we'll take a break and then come back with the opening of tonight's 38th District Tournament Championship game. But right now, let's bring you our Star Spangled Banner as played by the Harrison County High School Pep Band. Here at the Hilltop, Harrison County and Robertson County about to face each other in the championship game of the 38th District Tournament. But as you know, if you don't know basketball, you know because I keep repeating myself, both teams will advance to the 10th Region Tournament next week, which will be held at the Fieldhouse at Mason County against the winners and runners-up from the other districts in the 10th Region. Harrison County won the toss and will be able to go on offense first as we're just about to get this game underway. Harrison 11-9, Robertson 13-5. Kendall inbounds the ball to Custard in the backcourt. Looks over to Coach Brooks, says we're getting this game underway. Man-to-man defense by the Black Devils. Custer to the left wing to Biddle up top. Biddle looking inside, gets it in the corner to Sword for a three-point try. In and out. Rebound's going to be grabbed by Becker. And up the floor in their first possession will come Robertson County. With the basketball, Dice races to the basket. His shot's no good, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for two as he rushed in there, caught us a little bit flat-footed. Sword picks up the personal foul. Dice on the year from the charity stripe is only a 36% free throw shooter. He'll probably drain this one. And it wasn't exactly drained, but it went in.
It counted just the same.
Yeah.
That equals, that's more than he scored against us last time.
That's right. It is. It took it only 22 seconds. Second free throw, it's also good. And the Robertson County Black Devils probably thinking that's a good omen that Dice hit 2 free throws. Are up 2-0. Some token pressure, 2-2, 1 3/4 court by the Robertson County Black Devils. Kendall, though, gets it into the front court to Clay Carpenter. Goes to baseline. His 12-footer's a bit short. Rebound, though, is grabbed by Custard. Custard forces up his shot, but Biddle's there for the rebound and put back. So Blaine Biddle, Johnny on the spot, in the right place at the right time, ties the game at 2-2.
2 offensive rebounds already. That's a good sign.
Very good sign. Means we're hustling much better than we did against Nicholas County. In the corner, Dixon gets it down the block to Becker. Becker double team, gets it up top now to Dotson. To the left side to Pulaski. Back up top to Dotson once again. Dotson now makes his move to the block, kicks it in the corner to Becker. Fall away three-point try, rims out. Rebound, fall down by Custard, and Harrison County with the ball and a chance to take the lead. Custard stops and pops from 12, rims out. Rebound, Biddle put back, blocked by Becker. Rebound pulled in by Custard. Here's a three fired up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Dixon. And Robertson County on the run with the basketball. Becker goes coast to coast off the glass, too hard, no good. Grab the rebound. And it comes all the way out high to Dotson because we didn't wrap our hands around it.
We tipped at it a bunch of times.
Yeah, 3 guys tipped it instead of grabbing it. Now racing to the basket and laying it in will be Dice. So Dice making up for lost time after not scoring the first time these two teams got together. Already has all 4 of his team's points as they take a 4-2 lead. 6:05 left in this first quarter. With the basketball, Custer goes to the basket. His shot off the glass is good. Nice drive by the freshman to retie the game at 4-4.
I thought Becker fouled Blaine on that shot he missed a while ago.
It looked close, from our angle anyway. With the basketball, Dice spins in the paint, goes to the block, drops the ball. Loose ball picked up by Sword. Sword 1-on-2, goes to the basket. His shot is going to roll off the front of the rim, but there's Blaine Biddle with his 3rd offensive rebound, but he throws the ball away. Dice to the basket, layup good. 6 points for Brandon Dice as the Black Devils go up 6-4. We got to do better than that, guys. With the basketball in the front court on the right side, Sword. Now he's double team, gets it out top to Kendall, to the top of the key to Custard for 3, barely grazes the rim, and the rebound pulled in by Pulaski. So into the front court come the Black Devils. Racing baseline Becker, and now he's going to be fouled by Kendall, who is trying to set himself up to take a charge, but got to the spot just a tad bit too late, according to the officials. First sub of the game for Harrison County, Garrett Wilson checking in. Wilson, a 6'3 freshman, averaging 2.4. Also, Braylon Hinton enters the contest. Hinton, a 6'2 freshman, averaging 3.5 points a game, had 9 in the win over Nicholas County earlier this week. From his own baseline, Pulaski lobs it to Becker. Becker back to Pulaski in the corner. He'll get it up top now to Dotson. Left side, long range Dixon now to Dice in front of the Harrison County bench area. Dice now will walk the ball back long range. And now reverses, gets it to Dixon for a 3, off to the right. Rebound pulled down by Carpenter. Down by 2, here come the Breads. 4:44 left to go in the first quarter. Carpenter from the block, looking for help, lobs it up top to Custard. Custard looks back temporarily to see what Coach Brooks wants to call. Now directing traffic from the near side of the midcourt circle near the timeline, gets the ball to Wilson. Wilson drives to the elbow, kicks it in the corner to Hinton for 3. Good! There's another Killian's Pizza three-pointer delivered by the Thoroughbreds, this time by Braylon Hinton. And Harrison County has its first lead of the game at 7-6, but now a foul on the other side on Blaine Biddle. Going to call it a shooting foul. So Becker at the line for the first time tonight on the air. A 74% free throw shooter. First free throw is going to be good to retie the game at 7-7. That's Becker's first point of the ball game.
I didn't see how they got the ball down there so fast. I don't think they took it out.
They raced up and down, that's for sure. Second free throw is also good by Becker.
Coach Brooks is getting on Don Pugh about it. I don't think they took it out.
8-7. The Black Devils are up. And now in the backcourt, a steal by Dice. Dice goes to the basket, misses the layup. Carpenter comes down with the rebound. Now has his pocket picked by Dotson. Dotson gets it down low to Dixon, and Dixon puts his team up 10-7. We are just not very focused. We're playing too much like we did the other night.
Well, I think that we got to get somebody different out there.
Carpenter to Hinton, down on the block, finds Wilson. Wilson then throws it right to Pulaski, right into his waiting arms. With the basketball, Dice. He'll walk the ball across the timeline. Looks to his right, calls out play number 1, and now waits for Dotson to get to where he's supposed to be. From the elbow extended, Becker behind the back pass. Will get it into the hands of Dixon. Up top to Becker. Becker now makes his move, kicks it back up top to Dixon once again. 3:19 left to go in the first. Robertson County up by 3. Now racing to the basket. Dixon, his shot off the glass is good. We're backing down again. We're not being aggressive defensively.
We can't follow behind them when they're driving to the basket.
Too many layups. 3:07 left here in the first quarter. Harrison down has given up 6 unanswered points. Carpenter to Hinton to the basket. Good. Braylon Hinton with 5. Gets his team back to within 3 at 12-9. Tell you what, Braylon Hinton is good. Justin Becker fires a 3 and it's good. Just kind of stepped in there and threw it up there. Makes it a 15-9. And the pace is too fast for us. We need to slow it down some. That's how we won the first time. We slowed the tempo down, but right now we're trying to run with them. Carpenter from the free throw line. Pull-up jumper. Bounces high off the flange. No good. Rebound pulled in by Dice. And here come the Black Devils racing to the basket. Beating us on transition is Dotson. And timeout is called by Harrison County as coach is not happy at all with his squad. It'll just be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. But I tell you what, they are killing us in transition, Mike.
Well, we've got guys that are making baskets, but they're getting beat on defense every time down the floor. You got to make us. I know you just said Braylon Hinton's really good. He's really good on the offense. He's terrible on defense. And we're playing terrible defense. We're fouling people into the dang. If you catch the ball when it goes through the basket, that's not much good.
That's right.
On defense, and that's what we're doing. We got to. I don't know. The theory of having our big guy guard Becker is not going to work.
No, he's just too quick.
Well, yeah, and he shoots too far out.
Right. Against full court pressure, inbounds pass out of the timeout comes to Ian Boland, who's in the game. Boland, a 6'2 senior, averaging 4.6. Hinton to Custard. Custard to the block, to the glass, lays it in.
That's what we need to do. Take our time, get a good shot.
That stops the 11-2 run and gets Harrison County back within 6 at 17-11. 2:04 left to go in the first quarter.
See, Harris has got to guard Becker, I think.
Richard Harris, a 6'3 senior, averaging 3.3 points a game. Pass to the left side, long range to Dotson. Dotson drives baseline, cut off by Harris, gets it back on the wing to Becker for 3, in and out. Rebound pulled in by Custard. And as he comes up the floor, he's going to be fouled. It's going to be on Dice, and that'll be Brandon Dice's first. Coming in the game for Robertson County, Tanner Horn. Horn, a 6'1 senior, averaging 10.9 points a game. He had a dozen points when these two teams got together in the regular season.
He's a pretty good-looking player.
Yes, he is.
For a not starter.
With the basketball, Kendall gets it to the far sideline to Boland in the front court. Dumps it to the right side to Harris in front of the Robertson bench. To Kendall, back inside the center circle to Custard, who will reset the offense. A minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. Harrison down 17-11. Pass to the left side to Kendall. Kendall spins. Now gets the ball on the wing to Boland. Ian picks up his dribble. Looking for help. Finds Hinton on the right side in the corner to Custard for 3. Off the flange. Rebound pulled in by Dotson. And here comes the Black Devils with a steal now as Kendall deflected it. Boland picks up the loose ball. Gets to Hinton. Hinton in the paint to Harris. He goes to the basket. His shot's no good. But we're going to have a foul on Dotson. That'll be his first. That'll send Harris to the line. Richard struggling just a bit from the line this year, hitting only 25%.
He'll get better tonight.
I hope so. We need him. At the 107 mark of the first period, the first free throw is on the way and good. There you go, Richard. That's
he was
the
a
way
little bit
to take it
nervous
down.
the other night, I think.
I think so. His first big game after coming off that injury. He'll have another one here. Trying to make it a 4-point game. It's on the way and rattles out. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Harrison, so Robertson will get the ball back. Cynthiana Hardee's has great meal options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Make sure to stop by soon on U.S. Highway 27, south of Cynthiana. With the basketball, Dice comes across the timeline. Dice with those early 6 points. Gets the ball to Becker at the top of the key. Becker in the paint, goes to the block. His shot off the glass is good.
Yeah, that's too easy.
7 points for Becker. Puts his team up by 7 once again at 19-12. 43 seconds left in this first quarter. Kendall with the basketball. Gets it on the near sideline to Boland. To the elbow to Custer. Down low to Harris. Harris drives. Puts one shot up. No good, but he's fouled. And Richards going back to the line for 2 more free tries. Fouls on Horn. That'll be Horn's first. So Harris, who is 1 for 2 from the line, back there once again. Stay tuned at halftime for stats and a recap during the Fryman's Hilltop Grill halftime report. First free throw this time by Harris is off the flange, no good. Richard made just 1 of 7 free throw tries in the win over Nicholas County back on Monday night.
He hadn't missed one like he did that one, though.
No, that first one was awful. Second free throw here by Harris is no good again. Rebound chased down by Becker, and he'll fly up the floor. Gets it on the wing to Dotson. Dotson inside the center circle finds Dixon. Dixon backs up near the center line. Now pass to the left side to Dotson, long range. 20 seconds left. Pass to the far side of that midcourt circle, this time to Dice. Dice with the ball on his hip. Robertson obviously going for the last shot of the quarter. They right now lead 19-12. If they're successful getting a shot off and making it, they'll take their largest lead. Dice, turnaround 5-footer, air ball. Rebound pulled down by Boland, and his long 3 at the buzzer is no good. So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, your score, Robertson County 19, Harrison County 12. You're listening to the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports. Alrighty, back here on the hilltop, the Robertson County Black Devils, the defending 38th District Tournament champions, lead 19-12, mainly because of an 11-2 run midway through that first quarter. Buckle up with State Farm and get auto insurance that fits your needs. Call Joe Cochran at 234-3813 and get the coverage you deserve with State Farm. Starting the second quarter, Robertson County will have the basketball. Dice steps into the front court, moves to the top of the key, and steps inside the arc, guarded by Boland. Pass to the right side, long range to Dotson. In between the circles finds Dice. Dice now will back up, gets it to the left wing. Elbow extended to Becker. Becker to the right side to Dotson. Dotson drives, puts up a 12-footer air ball, hitting with the rebound for Harrison. He'll get the ball to Custard, who in turn will give the ball to J.D. Kendall. In the front court finds Boland in front of the Robertson County bench. Boland double team, gets it down low to Harris. Harris goes around Becker, makes the shot, and he is fouled. And Richard has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Boy, I love the strength of the young man that time. Carpenter and Sword return to the floor now for Harrison County ahead of this old-fashioned three-point play tribe with 7:22 on the clock. here in the first half. Harris is 1 for 4 from the line. His free throw is on the way, and this one is good.
Yes, all right. 3-point play. We needed that back.
That's right. Harrison County back to within 4 at 19-15. In the front court with the basketball is Dice. Dumps it down underneath the basket to Horn, who misses the layup, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good.
Boys.
And the ensuing rebound is knocked out of bounds off of Harrison County. We've got to grab the thing. We're too busy tapping it away from each other.
Dice wasn't driving the ball, and they drove in and and made a nice pass. 12 just missed a shot.
Yeah. Horn lobs the ball into the front or into the area of play to Dice, who looks over the Harrison County defense. Dice trying to line up Carpenter. Now gets the ball to Dotson at the top of the key on a weave. He'll give the ball to Dixon. Dixon fires a long tray off to the right. Rebounds going to be pulled in by Custard. 5 rebounds for Caden.
I don't know what we'd do if he wasn't out there.
We got that right. Sword for a 3-point play. Rolls off the rim. No good. Horn comes down with the board. He'll get the ball to Becker, who brings the ball into the front court. Behind the back dribble. Puts it up and good. Just a nice leaner that time by Becker after he almost lost control of the basketball. Puts his team up 21-15. 6:28 left to go in the first half. With the basketball, Kendall in the front court finds Sword on the left side. Dumps it down on the block to Custard. Custard then has his pocket picked by Dice. In the front court to Dixon. Dixon to the right side to Dotson. Dotson in the paint. A floater from 10 is too hard off the glass. Tap no good by Horn. And with the rebound this time will be Kendall. Into the front court with the basketball come the Breads. That's Custard to the left side to Sword. Sword drives. Using a nice pick from Harris to lay it in. Good job that time by Richards setting the pick as JD has his first points of the game. Gets his team back to within 4 at 21-17. 5:48 on the clock.
We got to get some points out of JD.
Yes. With the basketball near the timeline is Becker. Trying to line up Harris. Now using a pick from Horn. But Harrison County does a nice job switching. Becker, top of the key for the NBA 3. Good. He's a hard man to guard because you have to go so far out on the floor with him. 24-17 after that long tray. Robertson County with the lead. 5:22 on the clock in the first half. Harris dumps the ball down on the block to Carpenter, who puts it up and in. First points of the game for Clay, who had 17 the other night. Gets his team back to within 5 at 24-19. 5:07 on the clock. Becker with the basketball at the top of the key. Backs up for a 3 this time. Good. Nothing but net for his third tray of the game. He has 15 first half points and improves his team's lead to 27-19. If he's hitting shots like that, it's going to be a long, long night.
Richards had a hand right in his face.
Yeah. Couldn't have done any better. From the left elbow, Custard jump shot, no good. Rebound is going to be chased down by Sword in the corner. With the basketball on the right side, Carpenter for a 3 off the flange. Rebound, though, once again by JD. And now Sword makes the basket. Going the other way quickly, Becker, no. Tap, no by Becker. Gets his own rebound again and has it knocked out of bounds. Hinton and Biddle check back in for Harrison. Pulaski coming in the game now for Robertson County.
So I can't figure it out. Now, Blaine's a good guy and everything, but what are we doing? He can't guard him out on the floor.
Nope. From his own baseline, Pulaski to trigger the inbounds pass. Gets it on the wing to Becker in front of the Harrison County bench area.
And JD just started playing to take him out.
Becker in between the circles. Between the legs dribble. Now fires up an NBA 3 again. This time it's no good. A flop by Becker as Kendall gets the rebound. And now we're going to have a foul called on Dice as he was going for the steal. He'll be the first player in the ballgame to pick up multiple fouls with 2. As J.D. Sword comes back into the ballgame. 4:05 back left in the first half as Dotson checks back in. Harrison County trailing 27-21.
They don't lose much, and they got 12 in there.
And now,
substitute for those guys.
Right. A 30-second timeout by Robertson County is something Coach Kelsch doesn't like that he's seen. But it's just a much different ball game than what we had the first time these two teams got together, Mike.
It is. First of all, they got all their players.
Right.
Secondly, we're trying to – their press is making us play faster than it did out there for whatever reason. I don't know why. They kind of pressed the same way up when we were there. But so we just got to stay under control. But more than that, we can't let them start rebounding. They've got 5 offensive rebounds this quarter.
Unbelievable. Need to feed a hungry crew fast? Order a Beast Pizza right now. Don't forget about wings and salads too. Call 235-7627. That's 235. Thank you. Trent said snap in case you couldn't hear him.
He had his mask on.
Yeah. Well, he's doing what Dr. Fauci told him to do.
That's right.
All right, out of the timeout, Harrison with the ball, down by a half a dozen. Pass to the right wing to Kendall, long range. He'll get it in the corner to Hinton. Hinton fires a 3, short air ball. Rebound pulled in by Dixon. Quickly in the front court, here's a bad pass down low intended for a Horn that's picked off by Kendall. Kendall goes coast to coast as nobody cuts him off, but the ball's going to be blocked by Horn. Becker with the rebound for the Black Devils. In the front court, Becker at the top of the key, nearly traveled. Now gets to the left side to Pulaski, who will bring it back inside the center circle to reset the offense. Pulaski looking over the Harrison defense, pass to the far hash mark in front of the stable to Horn. Horn now picks up his dribble, gets it back inside the center circle to Dixon. 27-21, Robertson leads. Pass to the left side to Becker, now in between the circles to Dotson. Dotson to the right side, finds Horn. Horn not happy with what he sees down low, gets it back to Pulaski between the circles. Pulaski nearly has the ball stolen away by Sword, and now goes and picks up the loose ball. Pulaski inside the arc on the right side, but they're going to call a foul on Sword as he slapped the wrist of Pulaski as he passed on by. As Carpenter will come back into the ball game, Sword will have to sit with those fouls. Also, Harris comes back in the game.
She got 2 fouls?
Yes. He'll come in for Kendall. From his own baseline, Pulaski to trigger the inbounds pass. He'll get it in the corner to Dixon. Now on the wing to Becker. Back in the corner. Here's a 3 fired up by Pulaski. No good. Custard with the rebound. And here come the Breds needing a score. Custard dishes the ball to Carpenter in the corner. Carpenter from the elbow extended. Jump shot. Rims out. Rebound brought down by Biddle. His putback is no good. Ensuing rebound picked up by Custard. He'll fire it back out top and into the hands of Hinton to the right side to Carpenter for 3, and it's good. There's another Kellyan's Pizza 3-pointer delivered by the Thoroughbreds that cuts the deficit in half. Harrison back to within 3 at 27-24 with 2:28 on the clock here in the first half. Dotson with the basketball in between the circles. Pass to the right side, long range. He'll find Dixon. Dixon to Dotson to the left side to Pulaski. Back up top to Dotson to the right side to Dixon. Dixon back to Dotson, fakes the 3, moves inside the arc, gets it on the baseline to Horn. Horn too deep under the basket, flashes it back out top to Dotson, ball fake, goes to the right, pass back up top to Dixon on the far side of the midcourt circle to reset the offense.
I think they're making a mistake. They're making a mistake having Becker under the basket.
Dixon from the left elbow, high arcing shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Custard, his 8th rebound of the game. Custard at the foul line, goes to the block, follow-away jumper, off the flange. Rebound pulled down by Horn. With the basketball, Pulaski in the front court at the top of the key. Dumps the ball down low to Horn, who makes the layup. For Tanner Horn, his first points of the game, extends his team's lead back out to 5 at 29-24. 1:27 left in this first half, an exciting first half. With the basketball at the left elbow extended is Custard. He's going to be fouled by Pulaski, who got his arm too deep. That'll be Pulaski's first. You need someone to protect your home, auto, and more like they're protecting the rim? That's when you call Dan Furnish. Call Dan with any questions about insurance coverage at 234-4514. That's Dan Furnish at 234-4514 from his own baseline. Carpenter lobs it up top to Custard. Custard will back up near the center circle to set the offense. Custard now gets Harris where he's supposed to be, near the timeline. Now Richard goes to the elbow, behind the back dribble, gets it between the circles to Biddle. Biddle takes a dribble before handing it off to Hinton on the left side. Now to Carpenter on the weave, to the left elbow, jump shot off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Harris. His putback is blocked, gets his own rebound again, no good again.
Over the back.
And this time Becker comes down with the rebound, and here come the Black Devils. Under a minute to go, up by 5, going to the basket. Dixon, his layup is good. That stop and go kind of play that many of these guys use is really baffling us. Dixon with his 4th point. 36 seconds left here in the first half. Hinton with the basketball on the right side. Gets it back up top to Custard. Custard back in the corner to Hinton for a 3-point try. Off the flange. Rebound is going to be pulled in by Carpenter. And now as Carpenter goes to the basket, he's going to be fouled with 21 seconds. Foul's going to be called on Dixon. That'll be Sebastian Dixon's first. Carpenter at the line for the first time tonight on the year, a 66% free throw shooter. Has 5 points, including a tray. First free throw by the left-handed senior is on the way and good. Pulls his team to within 6 at 31-25. He'll have another free throw here. Takes a deep breath before towing the line. Carpenter's second free throw is going to be no good off the flange, and the long rebound is going to be pulled in by Dotson, the shortest man on the floor at 5'7". 14 seconds left. Becker with the basketball. Directing traffic inside the center circle. 10 seconds now. Moves to the top of the key. Gets it on the right side to Dotson for three. No good. Rebound Pulaski. Put back no. Tapped by Becker. Makes that horn no. And that is the way that the first half will end. Woo! Big sequence there, but Harrison County is able to keep Robertson County from scoring anymore going into the locker room. 31-25. We invite you to stay tuned now for our halftime show brought to you by Fryman's Hilltop Grill. We'll go over all the scoring and stats from this first half right after this timeout. But once again, in the 38th District Tournament Championship game, your halftime score, Harrison County trails Robertson 31-25. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Dealing with the real world wasn't easy, even before the whole global pandemic thing. Trying to pay the bills, worrying about family, or just trying to figure out what you want to be. The good news? Maysville Community and Technical College is open and ready, with on-campus and online programs that can lead to essential careers in IT, healthcare, and more, all at less than half the cost of a four-year university. So never put your dreams on hold, and never underestimate you.
The middle school, so congratulations to our ladies for the second time in 3 years, the girls state champions, as we're building quite a dynasty around here in girls wrestling. Back to the basketball game. Robertson County leads Harrison 31-25. We had 3 ties and a couple of lead changes early in the ball game, but that's when the Black Devils went on what right now is a decisive 11-2 run that put them up 17-9. Harrison County was able to close the gap to as few as 4 at 19-15, as well as one other time. But the Black Devils extended the lead back out to 8 after a mini run of 8-4, and now lead at halftime by 6. So still very much anybody's ball game. Taking a look at the scoring in the first half. First for Robertson, they're paced by Justin Becker, who has 15 points here at the break, including 3 3-pointers. 6 points each for Sebastian Dixon and Brandon Dice. A couple of points as well for Eli Dotson and Tanner Horn. Also playing but not scoring, Joshua Pulaski. Meanwhile, Harrison County is being paced by Clay Carpenter's 6. He has a 3-pointer to his credit. 5 points, including a tray by Braylon Hinton. 4 points each for Caden Custard, J.D. Sword, and Richard Harris, and a couple of points as well for Blaine Biddle. Also playing but not scoring, J.D. Kendall, Garrett Wilson, and Ian Boland. That's the way the individual numbers look. We'll take a break and come back and have Mike take a look at the team stats following this timeout. But once again, your halftime score as you're listening to the Fryman's Hilltop Grill halftime report. Robertson County 31, Harrison County 25. You're listening to the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports.
Okay, we're back here on the Hilltop with the score of Robertson County 31 and Harrison County 25 at halftime for the second half of the Fryman's Hilltop Grill halftime report. So for Robertson County, they shot the ball 34 times, made 12 for 35%. They're 3 out of 10 from three-point line for 30%. Perfect from the foul line, 4 for 4. They only have 3 turnovers. 19 rebounds, 11 defensive and 8 offensive rebounds. Harrison County has shot the ball 33 times, just 1 fewer time than we did. Made 10 of those for 30%, 2 out of 8 from the three-point line for 25%, just 3 out of 7 from the foul line, 43% from the foul line, won't do it. 5 turnovers, 22 rebounds, 11 offensive, 11 defensive. You know, I don't know. I wish if we could have the stats from the game we played before. I don't think we shot the ball 33 times in the first half, and they shot 34 when we played them the first time.
Oh yeah,
it's probably hard to find, but I doubt seriously if there's that many attempts. And but we got to take better shots. We had a couple of chances. We came down there and tried to force something up. We can't do that. We got to make sure, this is one of the games where we have to value every possession.
Yes.
And we're not doing that.
No, we're not.
And they are doing it. And they're working to get the ball to Becker, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
And he's performing. He's looked better tonight, I think, than he has any other time I've ever seen him play.
He looks very fluid out there and very much in self-control, knowing that the game is on him.
Yep.
When the play is not there, he dishes it back out for him to start over. He's not forcing anything.
Yeah. I saw him play some in AAU, and he didn't look as fluid or anything in that as he has in this game here.
Right.
And he's getting the ball out on the top of the key and either making a three or driving in and making it hard on us, and we got to do something about that. So anyway, but we're still in it.
Oh, yeah.
And we started out kind of playing like we did against Nicholas.
Yes, we did.
Kind of lucky we held in there. So
yeah.
I think Coach Brooks made a good substitution there at the end of the quarter and you sent some of his starters down, and they got to think about it a little bit. So now we got to play them.
That's right.
So we'll see what happens.
All right, you've been listening to the Fryman's Hilltop Grill halftime report. We invite you to stay tuned as we'll come back with the third quarter handoff right after this timeout. But once again, your halftime score from here on the Hilltop: Robertson County 31, Harrison County 25. You're listening to the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports.
Dealing with the real world wasn't easy, even before the whole global pandemic thing. Trying to pay the bills, worrying about family, or just trying to figure out what you want to be. The good news? Maysville Community and Technical College is open and ready, with on-campus and online programs that can lead to essential careers in IT, healthcare, and more, all at less than half the cost of a four-year university. So never put your dreams on hold, and never underestimate you.
Back here at the Hilltop, we've still got 16 more minutes of exciting basketball in this championship game. Still anybody's ball game to try and get to the regional tournament as the district winner, which means that whoever wins would get to play the runner-up from one of the other three districts in our region. We'll know Saturday. The meetings for both the boys and the girls are on Saturday morning, so by noon or even earlier than that, we'll know all about how next week will go for both the boys and the girls' 10th region tournaments. The girls are at Clark, the boys at the Fieldhouse. Harrison County with the basketball in the start the third quarter. Sword for a three-point try. Good! There's another Killian Speaks a three-pointer delivered by the Breads, this time by J.D. Sword, who cuts the deficit in half to make it 31-28. In the front court with the basketball is Becker. Can't control the pass, and it's going to be picked up by Biddle. He'll get the ball in the hands of Kendall. Now to Custard, who will walk the ball across the timeline on the other side of the midcourt circle. Custard eyeing the defense of Dotson, who's approaching him. Now starts his dribble to the left side, reverses to the right elbow, kicks it on the wing to Sword for three. No good this time, just a little bit too long. Rebound pulled in by Dice. Dice comes to the front court on the right side, goes to the basket. Now it's going to be fouled by Kendall. Just before he gets there, that'll be JD's second personal foul. And we'll send Dice to the line. Dice 2 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. 31-28, a minute into this third quarter. Tomorrow night, the Phillies will attempt to defend their crown. They've won 3 straight 38th district titles. First free throw by Dice, though, here is good. Makes it 32-28. Just over 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Second free throw by the senior Dice is no good. Custard is there for the board. He has 9 rebounds now in the game. Custard picked up by Dotson defensively. Pitches it to the right side to Sword. Sword inside the arc. Nearly had the pocket picked by Dixon. We got to be more careful in that. From his own baseline, they'll have Carpenter inbounds the ball. Now he'll give way to Custard. Custard on the opposite side of the basket, looking, gets the ball on the wing to Sword, up top to Kendall. Kendall inside, finds Biddle. Biddle, ball fake, goes to the basket, lays it in. Nice move that time by Blaine. Boy, looked like good old Rob Ogden out there. Probably taught him that move.
He learned something from the first half.
Yeah, exactly. 32-30, Harrison County down by a deuce. But Robertson County has the basketball. Dice with it now, gets it on the left wing, long range to Dotson. Dotson moves to the left elbow, now kicks it on the wing on the far side to Becker. Becker fires a three-pointer, rims out. Rebound pulled down by Custard, and here come the Brads trying to at least tie this game. Right side Carpenter goes to the basket, layup good! Clay has tied the score at 32-32. Our fourth tie of the game. And now in the front court, a loose ball on the floor as Dice could not hang on to it. And Harrison County will get the ball after the foul.
Becker second.
So Becker with 2 personal fouls, joining Dice with that many fouls. Now a 30-second timeout called by Robertson County. We'll keep it right here, but it's almost like there's been a transformation of the two teams, Mike. We're now the aggressors, while Robertson County's a bit back on their heels.
I think that number 3, what's his name?
Dice.
I think he started out the second half like he did the first, but we're more prepared this time. And anytime Becker doesn't shoot it, it's good for us.
That's right. That has been the hallmark of this Robertson County team for basically the last 3 years. Get the ball to Becker. If he doesn't shoot, then you can almost like your chances.
And they don't. And number 2,
Dixon
doesn't try to score much. I think he's a pretty good player. I don't know. But we're doing it. Maybe our defense is good.
That's what it is.
That's what we'll say.
Cynthia Hardee's has great meal options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Make sure to stop by soon on U.S. Highway 27, south of Cynthiana. Out of the timeout, facing 2-2-1 3/4 court pressure. Inbounds pass comes to Sword in the front court to Custard in front of the Harrison bench. A lot of contact by Pulaski. Custard goes to the basket but misses the layup. Gets his own rebound, but before he can go back up, he's going to be fouled. 11 rebounds now for Caden, as Pulaski just picked up his second personal. So Dice, Becker, and Pulaski all with 2 fouls apiece.
I like our chances with Pulaski one-on-one with Caden.
Oh, yes, every time. Carpenter from his own baseline, looking, lobs it to Custard, who barely saves it from going across the midcourt stripe. Sword from the free throw stripe, good! And Harrison County has retaken the lead at 34-32. Good shooting that time by Sword.
And we just almost threw it away, made it.
Dice at the top of the key, moves to the elbow, to the block. Follow-away jumper off the glass and good. He has tied the score once again at 34-34. Dixon with his 8th point of the night. A lot of pressure in the backcourt. 5:24 left to go here in the third. Custard directing some traffic, now backs up near the timeline as he steps inside the center circle. Keeps on drifting over to the right side, gets the ball to Carpenter on the wing. Carpenter goes baseline to the block, reverse layup is no good. Kendall is there for the putback. Good job that time by JD for his first 2 points of the game. And Harrison County's back out on top, 36-34. 4:57 left to go in the third. Out top with the basketball, Dotson gets the ball to Becker from the foul line. Follow-away jumper, no. Sword with the rebound now for Harrison. He'll get the ball in the hands of Custard. Harrison up by 2. They trailed by 6 at the half. Hands the ball to Kendall on the near side, long range. Kendall now drifts over to the right side before reversing back to the left, where he'll hand the ball to Custard. Custard gets the ball to Carpenter. Out top to Biddle. Blaine, bounce pass down low on the block to Kendall. Kendall tries a pass. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Dotson. So Harrison County will maintain possession. Visit Fryman's Hilltop Grill for daily specials Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can call ahead for quick pickup by dialing 234-1797 as Tanner Horn checks back in the ball game. He'll replace Pulaski.
Yeah, that's a good move for them, I think. Pulaski's getting ready to get his 3rd foul.
From his own baseline, Kendall to trigger the inbounds pass. His team up by a deuce midway through this third quarter. Carpenter will bring the ball back near the center circle. Pass to the left side to Sword for a 3-point try. Yes! There's another Killian's Pizza 3-pointer delivered by the Thoroughbreds for the second time in the quarter. It's J.D. Sword who's heating up. Harrison County up 39-34. Now a missed shot by Robertson County. And we got a foul called on the Black Devils.
The guy got the rebound.
Foul's going to be called on Tanner Horn, his second. The Breds playing like a different team here in the third quarter. They've outscored the Black Devils 14-3. With the basketball, Carpenter lobs it to Kendall. Kendall against the pressure, crosses the timeline. Now has his pocket picked by Dixon. Dixon gets it to Dice, who makes the layup. 9 points now for Dice. Stops that Harrison County run and gets the Black Devils back to within 3. 3:47 left in this third quarter. With the basketball, Sword in the front court to Carpenter in front of his own bench. Carpenter drops the ball in the corner, and now a timeout called by Harrison County before there was almost a turnover. We'll keep it right here. 3:37 left to go in the third quarter. And that steal and bucket, just because we mishandled the ball, is one of those plays that can really get momentum on the other side.
And really, J.D. just tried to split those two guys. When he had to either side, he could have passed it to. We got to think about stuff. Of course, we were getting close to 10 seconds probably. But still, I'd rather have a 10-second count than a breakaway layup.
Oh, yeah, every time. Buckle up with State Farm and get auto insurance that fits your needs. Call Joe Cochran at 234-3813 and get the coverage you deserve with State Farm. Best of luck to our wrestling team, who this coming weekend will be heading down to Martin County for the Section 4 tournament. Be our second straight trip down to Martin County.
Yeah,
we're about to find someplace closer.
We're going to have to get a hotel room or a condo or something there.
Out of the timeout, Sword from his own baseline, gets it to Carpenter in the corner. Carpenter now up top and into the hands of Custard. Custard dishes the ball to Kendall at the top of the key. J.D. steps inside the arc, now gets it to Biddle between the circles. Biddle picks up his dribble, gives it to Carpenter in the paint. Carpenter stops and pops from 10, going to bounce off, no good. Tap by Biddle, no good. Ensuing rebound is picked up by Dice. Goes to the basket, layup is good, and he is fouled. And Mr. Dice will have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play as Sword picks up his third foul. They'll prompt a move from the bench for Harrison County, as Richard Harris will check back in. Dice is 3 for 4 from the line and tied up at the 3:13 mark of the third quarter. Free throw up, free throw no good. Hinton skies for the rebound. Up by 1, Harrison with the ball. That's Custard on the right side, hands it off to Sword in front of the stable. Sword trying to get away from the defensive Dixon, gets it to the top of the key to Harris. Harris to the near sideline to Hinton, long range. Hinton between the circles finds Kendall. J.D. thought about firing it inside, wisely just chose not to, gets to Custard. Down low to Harris, his shot blocked from behind by Becker, and Horn rips out the rebound. And here come the Black Devils trying to retake the lead. 2:41 left to go in the third. Near the center circle is Dice. Flops it over to Dotson on the long side. She'll get the ball to the foul line to Horn. To the right side finds Dice. Dice to the top of the key to Becker. Becker on the wing finds Dotson long range. Dotson in between the circles to Dixon. Dixon looks to his right, now finds Becker on the wing. He'll dish it into the paint to Dotson, flips it to the near side in front of his own bench to Dice. Dice drives, kicks it down low underneath the basket to Horn, who makes the shot and is fouled. And Robertson County has retaken the lead at 40-39, and a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play by Tanner Horn. That was just a great pass by Dice.
He was behind that call. J.D. didn't touch it.
Horn on the year, a 46% free throw shooter. 2:14 on the clock. Free throw up, free throw no good. Custard comes down with the rebound for the Thoroughbreds. Nearly a steal. Kendall to the right wing to Hinton for 3. Yes! Another Kellyan's Pizza three-pointer delivered by the Breds for the second time in the ball game. Braylon Hinton does the honors as Harrison County goes back out in front. But on the other side, Dice just put the ball in the hoop to get the scores tied at 42-42. Here's a long three, no good by Sword, goes out of bounds. And give the ball back to the Black Devils. With the coming in the game for the first time for Harrison County, Will Furnish. Furnish, a 6'11 sophomore, averaging 4 points a game. 42-42 is your score. Exciting basketball here in the 38th district. Big time excitement. With the basketball across the timeline will come Dice. Dice looking for someone to pass to, finds Becker on the baseline, but it's knocked away by Furnish. Loose ball picked up by Carpenter. Carpenter 2-on-3, wisely will bring it back out top. Lobs it up top between the circles to Custard. 1:22 left to go in the third. Score tied. We've had 6 ties and 5 lead changes in this contest. With the basketball, Custard at the top of the key. Moves to the right elbow, goes to the block. His shot off the glass is good. Caden Custard with his 6th point makes it 44-42. Nice layup by the freshman. A minute to go in the third quarter. Robertson down by a deuce. They have the basketball. Dice at the top of the key. Pass to the right side. He'll get the ball to Dixon, to Dice, to Dixon for a three-point try. Good! Another big tray by Dixon puts his team up 45 to 44.
I don't think we can play a 2-3 zone against them.
Not this team, not tonight anyway, because they're firing it in from everywhere. With the basketball in the front court, Custer gets the ball to Harris. Harris floats to the basket and lays it in. 6 points now for Richard Harris as Harrison County seesaws back out on top, 46 to 45. Just 15 seconds left to go here in the third, and Robertson County will go for the last shot, trying to take a lead into the final quarter. Up top with the basketball, Dice to the right side, finds Dixon in the corner to Becker with 6 seconds.
And we walk away and leave it wide open.
Three, no good. Rebound though by Dotson. His putback is no good. Ensuing rebound picked up by Furnish. Long three is no good, and that is the way that the third quarter will end with your score. Harrison County 46, Robertson County 45. You're listening to the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports. Wrap yourself in. It's going to be fun. Need to feed a hungry crew fast? Order a Beast Pizza right now. Don't forget about wings and salads too. Call 235-7627. That's 235. Trent said snap. You could maybe heard him yell. All righty, with the basketball, Robertson to start things off, down by one. Becker goes to the basket. The shot blocked by Furnish, and Kendall gets the rebound. What a play by the big sophomore. Kept his arms straight up and made the perfect block. Custard across the timeline, gets to Hinton in the corner. He'll fire a three. No good, short. Rebound's going to be pulled in by Dotson. He'll get the ball taken away from him by Hinton. To the left side to Carpenter. Carpenter slows things down and backs it up near the timeline. Gets it in front of his own bench to Kendall. A lot of contact between Kendall and Dice. Now into the hands of Custard.
Picked that ball up in absolutely the worst place on the floor to pick it up.
Custard in between the circles. His team up by one. Now gets to the elbow, extended to Hinton. Now to the top of the key to Kendall. Kendall spins in the paint. Dumps it down low to it. Opens Kenton, and Hinton lays it in. What a great pass by J.D. Kendall. Harrison County up by three. 48 to 45. That couldn't have been a better pass at all.
That's a great pass. I don't know who's supposed to be guarding him, but he was down here somewhere.
Dice lobs the ball down low to Becker. Knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Horn. His putback is no good, but he's fouled. And we'll go to the line for a couple. Foul is going to be a two-shot foul. Fouls on Kendall, and that'll be J.D.'s third. He and the two J.D.'s each with 3 fouls apiece.
How was that a shooting foul, and why is 12 on the line? Becker's the one that got knocked down.
Coach Brooks unhappy with the call as well. Horn at the line is 0 for 1. Has 7 rebounds. First free throw's on the way and good. That'll draw his team back to within 2 at 48 to 46. 6:46 on the clock. Second free throw is no good. Rebound is going to be pulled in by Becker. Becker puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, saved from going out of bounds by Kendall, but is picked off by Becker. His shot put up, no good. The foul is going to be called on Harrison. That'll send Becker to the line. Becker, 2 for 2 from the line tonight, has not scored here in the second half. His team down by 2 with 6:37 left. Robertson, the defending champions. Harrison last won 2 years ago. First free throw, no good by Becker.
We haven't shot a free throw this half.
Second free throw upcoming.
They've shot 8.
They only hit 50% when we played them the first time.
Yeah.
Second free throw is good by Becker. Gives him 16 points and moves his team back to within 1 at 48-47. 6.5 left. That's a load of time. Carpenter to Kendall. Kendall in the front court to Custard. Custard in between the circles. We'll wait on everyone to get set.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah, Custard is such a good point guard.
And that can get J.D. Seward back in the game.
Pass the right side to Hinton. Down on the block to Furnish, who lays it in. The big man has come to life. Couple of blocks, a big basket there. And Harrison County back up by 3, 50-47. 6:08 left. Here's a 3 by Dotson for the tie. Too long. Rebound pulled down by Horn. His putback is good. Tanner Horn with 4 offensive rebounds in the game. Brings his team back to within 1 at 50-49. And now a whistle. And not sure why the whistle was for. Facing 2-2-1 3/4 court pressure. Kendall will inbounds the ball. His team leading 50-49.
Was that Dyche's third foul?
Yes. With the basketball, Kendall to Carpenter.
Come on,
Carpenter
boys.
to Kendall. Get it across the line. You only got 10 seconds. Now gets the ball to Custard. Nearly stolen away. Custard on the far side of the midcourt circle being harassed by Dotson. Goes in the paint. A floater from 10 is no good. A lot of contact. Becker with the rebound. And here come the Black Devils. Underneath the basket, wide open Horn misses the shot. His next shot is going to be blocked to the bounds by Custard. But that's now 5 offensive rebounds by Tanner Horn.
That guy's beating us down the floor.
Timeout called by Robertson. We'll take it as well. 5:32 left to go. Your score. Harrison County 50, Robertson County 49. You're listening to the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports.
Dealing with the real world wasn't easy, even before the whole global pandemic thing. Trying to pay the bills, worrying about family, or just trying to figure out what you want to be. The good news? Maysville Community and Technical College is open and ready, with on-campus and online programs that can lead to essential careers in IT, healthcare, and more, all at less than half the cost of a 4-year university. So never put your dreams on hold, and never underestimate you.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop. Harrison County up by 1 out of the timeout. Robertson will have the basketball. You need someone to protect your home, auto, and more like they're protecting the rim? That's when you call Dan Furnish. Call Dan with any questions about insurance coverage at 234-4514. That's 234-4514. Dan Furnish. With the basketball, Dice lobs it to the near side in front of his own bench to Dotson. Dotson drives baseline. Now we'll go to the opposite side of the basket. Up top, he'll get the ball back into the hands of Dice. Dice in between the circles, dribbles to the right side. Now finds Becker inside the arc. Skip pass in the corner. Here's a 3 by Dotson. Short. Rebound pulled down by Furnish. And here come the thoroughbreds. Kendall to Custard. Custard drives, cut off by Dixon. He'll bring it back out top. Such a smart player. Just for a freshman. Kendall from the free throw line. Jump shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hinton. His putback is good. Waylon Hinton, the freshman, with the offensive rebound and putback. Puts Harrison County up by 3, 52-49. Well, we're getting a lot of big plays here tonight. Dotson, right side 3 for the tie. Good. Got to mention, they're making some big shots too. As we're tied once again, this time at 52-52 on the first 3 of the night by Eli Dotson. 4:22 on the clock. Into the front court comes Carpenter to the right side to Hinton. On the wing to Carpenter in front of the stable. Carpenter to the near side of the midcourt circle to Custard. Custard being guarded closely by Dixon. Now makes his move to the right side. Elbow extended, gets it in the wing to Carpenter. Carpenter flashes to the basket but misses the layup. Rebound pulled down by Dice. And here comes Robertson with a chance to retake the lead as we go under 4 minutes to go. Across the timeline is Dice. Pass to the right side. Dotson for an open three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Furnish. He'll get the ball into the hands of Custard. Custard now picked up by Dice defensively, and we're going to have a timeout called by the Thoroughbreds. We'll take it as well. 3:42 left to go, your score. Harrison County 52 and Robertson County likewise. You're listening to the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports. All righty, out of the timeout, Harrison County with the basketball. The score is tied at 52. 3:39 left in the regulation. Here's a pass to the right side to Kendall, long range. Kendall looks over the defense of Robertson County, which now looks like a zone. Kendall now gets the ball to Custard.
With Dice trying to play out on the point
on the point a little bit, yeah. Foul trouble, probably forcing Coach Kelsch to go into that situation. Hinton in the corner to Carpenter for three. No good, short. And it hits off of the guide wire as it bounced high off of the rim. As J.D. Sword will check back in, give the ball back to Robertson County. Just like the Breads and Phillies delivering three-pointers, Kellyan's Pizza can deliver to you tonight. Call 298-2048 to place your order. Also available for pickup in the Bridge Street Plaza.
2 out of our last 3 possessions, we've fired up a quick 3.
With the basketball, Dice inside the center circle. Harrison County also in a little bit of a zone. And because of the foul trouble, it looks as though Dice is going to be willing to just yo-yo the ball as long as Harrison County's defense will allow. Our guys looking over to Coach Brooks to see what he wants to do. And so far, he has not told his guys to come up yet. Harrison County, a little foul trouble as well with J.D. Sword and J.D. Kendall, each with 3. Dice now gets the ball to the right side to Dixon as Harrison picks up his defense. Dice to Dixon to Dice. In between the circles, he'll back up inside the center circle once again as we're down to 2:28. They've bled a minute off the clock. Dice out front, just yo-yoing the ball from one hand to another. These teams have never gone to an overtime in their previous 48 meetings. In games decided by 10 points or less, which this one obviously is, Harrison County a 12-2 record against the Black Devils. With the basketball near the far sideline is Dice as we're down to 2 minutes to go in regulation. Here's a pass to Dixon. The game in the regular season that Harrison County won was also in the 50s. 58-57 was that win. From one hand to another, Dixon dribbling the basketball, now moves to the wing. He'll get it back to Dice near the timeline on the far sideline. Now Custard picking up his defense, pass back to Dixon on the near side. Dixon at the top of the key, backs up, gets it to Dice once again. Dice with a minute and a half left to go, backs up. Custard now brings it back inside the center circle. He'll pass it in front of his home bench to Becker. Becker, crossover dribble, goes to the block. Shot blocked by Furnish, but they're going to call Will for the foul. It looked pretty clean from here. And that'll be Furnish's first personal foul and send Becker to the line for a chance to untie this game. Becker 3 for 4 from the line. Has 16 points. A minute 23 on the clock. First free throw by the big man is going to be good. Seesaws his team back out in front as Richard Harris returns to the floor for Harrison County. A minute 23 on the clock. Second free throw for Becker upcoming. The junior eyes the bucket. Free throw on the way and good as well. Down by 2. Harrison County with the basketball. 54-52 your score. Custard comes across the timeline, gets to Kendall, and into the hands of Sword on a weave. Back to Custard on the near side, long range. Custard moves to the top of the key, now steps inside the arc, now drives to the block, kicks it out in the corner to Sword for 3. No good, short. Rebound pulled down by Dice. Maybe a little bit of a quick trigger that time. Dice, his team up by 2, brings the ball in the front court as we go under a minute to go. Becker, guarded by Harris, makes a move on the wing on the far side. Now goes into the paint, kicks it in the corner to Dixon. Back out top to Dotson. Right now the Black Devils playing keep away. Becker on the wing with 45 seconds. His team up by 2. Back up top to Dotson. Dotson is going to be fouled by Custard. That'll be the 7th team foul on Harrison County as well, sending Dotson to the line. This will be Dotson's first trip to the line tonight on the season. Dotson is a 64% free throw shooter. Dotson with 5 points, a couple below his season's average. He'll have to make the first to earn a second try. First one's on the way and good. Ice water in the senior's veins. Puts his team up by 3. This will be the important one, though, as it will make it a 2-possession game with 40 seconds on the clock. Second free throw for number 5 is up and good. 56-52. Timeout called by Harrison County. 40 seconds left to score. Robertson County 56, Harrison County 52. You're listening to the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports. Alrighty, back here on the hilltop, 56-52. The Breds have given up the last 7 points in a row and now trail by 4. Just like the Breds and Phillies delivering 3-pointers, Kellyan's Pizza can deliver to you tonight. Call 298-2048 to place your order. Also available for pickup in the Bridge Street Plaza. Once again, that 3-quarter court press being employed by the Black Devils. Sword receives the inbounds pass. He'll get the ball to Custard. Custard across the timeline, drifts to the right side. Now makes a move as he spins to the foul line in the corner to Carpenter for 3. No good, too short. Rebound on the offside, picked up by Becker. Ball knocked out of bounds, and that's going to say that it was off of Robertson, so Harrison County, fortunately, will maintain possession. 25 seconds on the clock. Harrison still down by 4. Inbounds pass comes to Custard. Custard between the circles, drifts to the right side, long range. Now reverses, goes into the paint, stops, goes up. His shot's going to be good, and he is fouled, and Caden is going to have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. What a play by the freshman. Fouls on Becker, that'll be his 3rd. Wow. Caden Custard with 17 seconds left. A chance to get his team back to within 1 as Richard Harris checks back in. This will be Caden's first trip to the line tonight. On the year, a 64% free throw shooter. Trying to make it a 1-point game.
It's our first free throw of the second half.
Wow. Free throw by the freshman is on the way and bounces off. And on the rebound, Becker is going to be fouled. Becker now with a double-double on the night, 18 points and 10 rebounds, as J.D. Sword is just fouled out. Fouls out having scored 12 points. With 16 seconds left, Harrison trailing by 2. And the best player in the 10th region going to the line. Becker on the night is 5 out of 6. First one's on the way and no good! Rebound pulled down by Richard Harris. And here come the Breads, and timeout will be called. 13 seconds left to go, your score. Robertson County 56, Harrison County 54. You're listening to the 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports.
Dealing with the real world wasn't easy, even before the whole global pandemic thing. Trying to pay the bills, worrying about family, or just trying to figure out what you want to be. The good news? Maysville Community and Technical College is open and ready, with on-campus and online programs that can lead to essential careers in IT, healthcare, and more, all at less than half the cost of a 4-year university. So never put your dreams on hold, and never underestimate you.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County down by 2, but they have the basketball with 13 seconds left. As you recall, in close games this year, Harrison County is 3-4. In close games, Robertson County 0-3. Keep that in mind. Harrison County's gone to overtime once this year, the loss to Mason County. West Carter beat Robertson County in their lone overtime game. Here we go, Kendall inbounds the ball to Custard. Custard drives, and as he does, he's going to be fouled by Dotson, and that'll be the 6th team foul on Robertson. So they have one more foul to give before the Reds go to the line. 11 seconds left on the clock. Kendall will inbounds it from the hash mark in front of his home bench area. He'll get it to Custard. Custard drives, and as he does, he's going to be fouled by Dotson, and he got the basket and is fouled, and has a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Wow, what a play by Caden. He has now tied the score and has a chance to put his team in the lead with just 7.5 seconds left. Wow. Here we go. Caden from the line, 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. This would give his team the lead back. 7 seconds, a long time. First free throw is no good. Becker comes down with the rebound, races into the front court. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Becker shot at the buzzer. No! And that will send us to overtime. Becker's short-handed the layup. And that's the way regulation comes to a close. We'll be back with the extra session after this timeout. Once again, your score, Harrison County 56, Robertson County 56. You're listening to the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports.
Forward deep.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, overtime. The last time the district tournament championship game went to an extra session was 21 years ago in the year 2000 when Nicholas County defeated Harrison County 35 to 33 in an extra period. For the Thoroughbreds, this is, as I said, their second overtime game of the year. We lost to Mason County earlier. Remember, Nate Mitchell shot at the buzzer, while Robertson County lost in overtime to West Carter. And this is the first time in 49 meetings between Harrison and Robertson that we've gone to an extra period. Harrison County won the toss and will go on offense first. J.D. Sword already is fouled out for the Breds. Kendall to Hinton to Custard. Out top, gets the ball to the foul line to Kendall. Turnaround jumper, yes! J.D. Kendall draws first blood in the overtime period to put his team up 58 to 56. Good jumper by J.D. And once again, it appears as though Robertson will be deliberate. With the basketball at top is Dice. Moves it in the paint, kicks it up top, knocked away and stolen by Harrison. Custard, one-on-one against Pulaski, lays it up and in. And Harrison County is up by 4, 60 to 56 on the steal and layup by the freshman. Going to the basket now is Dixon, and he is fouled. He did not make the shot. Foul is going to be called on Carpenter. That'll be his first. Sebastian Dixon at the line for the first time tonight on the year, a 78% free throw shooter. Has 11 points. First free throw is no good. Wow. The kids that can't hit hardly any free throws are making them, and the kids that are usually pretty good are missing. Yeah. He can still make it a 3-point game with 3:08 left if he makes this free throw here, which he does. Barely goes in. Wow. All righty. 60 to 57 is now your score after Dixon's free throw.
We'll have all day, boys.
Harrison County attacking the press. Kendall lobs in the front court to Custard. Custard on the near sideline, nearly double team, gets to the elbow to Kendall. Kendall in the paint, a floater from 10, good! J.D. Kendall with his 6th point, his 4th in overtime, and Harrison with a 5-point lead, 62 to 57.
Chances are if we make every shot we take, which we have so far, we'll win.
I would think so. Good analysis. Here's a pass down low to Becker. He's going to make the shot and is fouled by Harris and will go to the line for a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play. 62 to 59 now your score. 2:34 on the clock. Becker is 5 for 7, making 6 for 8 as he makes the shot to make it 62 to 60. Inbounds pass comes to Hinton, to Kendall. Harrison up by 2. Carpenter in the front court, moves to the left elbow, in the corner finds Hinton. Back up top to Kendall, who will reset the offense. Gets on the far side of the midcourt circle to Custard. Custard steps inside the center circle, waiting for the defense to come and get him. Remember, Robertson County doesn't play a lot of kids, so they may be suffering a bit from fatigue. Carpenter with the basketball in the paint. A pull-up jumper from 10 is no good, and Becker will pull down the rebound. And here come the Black Devils, down by 2. A couple of minutes left. Becker at the top of the key gets the ball in the hands of Dixon. Dixon to Dice, who will step inside the center circle. Now drifts to the near side, goes to the top of the key, inside the arc, gets the ball to Dixon for a 3. Good! Sebastian Dixon buries the open tray to put his team back out on top, 63 to 62. Wow, can't leave those guys open like that. With the basketball down by 1, Harrison County's Custard has it now. He'll step inside the center circle. 1:29 on the clock. Custard gets the ball to the left wing to Kendall. Down low to Harris. Harris against Becker. Puts it up and yes! Nice shooter's touch that time by Richard Harris as Harrison County goes back out on top now. 64 to 63. 1:10 on the clock. Back and forth we go. With the basketball right side, Dixon for a long 3, too long. Rebound pulled down by Caden Custard. He'll bring the ball in the front court where he's bumped hard by Dotson. That'll be 4 fouls on Dotson. And we'll send Custard to the line for 1 and the bonus with 58 seconds on the clock. Custard 0 for 2 from the line. Has 10 points and 13 rebounds tonight. First free throw by the freshman is on the way and bounces, no good. Becker comes down with the rebound and down by 1. Here come the Black Devils. Across the timeline, that's Dice.
We're 3 out of 10 from the foul line this game.
Yikes. Dice goes to the left elbow, kicks it on the wing to Pulaski. Pulaski looking for help, finds Becker in between the circles. Becker being tracked by Harris defensively. Behind the back dribble, top of the key, 37 seconds. Left side Pulaski, thought about the 3 for a second, but then turned it down. They got the ball now to Becker near the timeline. Becker moves to the right side, trying to find a mismatch, double teamed, kicks it up top, Dotson for a 3 and the lead, no! Rebound picked up by Dice, his putback is good! Brandon Dice puts his team ahead, 65-64. Timeout called. 14 seconds left in overtime. Your score, Robertson County 65, Harrison County 64. You're listening to the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports.
Dealing with the real world wasn't easy, even before the whole global pandemic thing. Trying to pay the bills, worrying about family, or just trying to figure out what you want to be. The good news? Maysville Community and Technical College is open and ready, with on-campus and online programs that can lead to essential careers in IT, healthcare, and more, all at less than half the cost of a 4-year university. So never put your dreams on hold, and never underestimate you.
Thank you. Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop. Harrison County out of the timeout, down by 1. Possession arrow faces Robertson. Harrison County in the double bonus, or in the single bonus, Robertson in the double bonus. Custard gets the inbounds pass, moves to the elbow, kicks it on the wing to Hinton, up top to Kendall, 9 seconds. Kendall with the basketball with 7, gets the ball to Custer with 5. Custer to floater, bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Becker, and that will just about do it, as there's only 0.6 seconds on the clock. It was a good look by Caden, it just didn't go down. And soon, for the very first time in school history, the Robertson County Black Devils will win district tournament championships in back-to-back years. It will also be their 8th overall district championship and the first time ever that they've beaten Harrison County in a postseason game on this floor. Becker at the line for 2, but with only 0.6 seconds left, there's not a whole lot Harrison County can do. He's 5 for 7 from the line. First free throw is good. Makes it 66-64. Second free throw by the junior is also good. Makes it a 3-point game. Timeout call by Harrison County. We'll keep it right here so we don't miss anything. But with 0.6 seconds left, Mike, really all you have time to do is catch, spin, and shoot. And try to get it around the defense.
And we'll be taking it out down there. Or it's going to be a long shot. It's have to be a Paul Andrews.
Have to be.
Yeah.
Even more so because at least Paul had a few seconds.
Yeah. So.
But a great basketball game here on the Hilltop. No doubt about it.
Well, we just
made, what you say, 3 out of 10 free throws in the fourth?
In the fourth quarter and the overtime, they out-rebounded us 15-6.
Yikes.
And they got a lot of offensive rebounds. They got 6 offensive rebounds in that bunch, and we didn't get any in overtime, only have 2 this fourth quarter. So, and we've shot 3 foul shots and they shot 14.
Just too many negatives. Too many negatives. Well, we said that the numbers said that Robertson County was a 4-point favorite. Right now they're up by 3. All right, here we go out of the timeout. Harrison County, one last gasp to try and tie this game. J.D. Kendall, who can race the baseline, will inbounds the ball. We've got Braylon Hinton, Carpenter, Harris in there as well. J.D., baseball pass knocked away, and that'll do it. The Robertson County Black Devils, for the second year in a row, are the boys' 38th district tournament champions by virtue of this 67-64 overtime victory over the Harrison County Thoroughbreds in a great game that featured 8 ties and 11 lead changes, and the game wasn't decided until Becker got that defensive rebound of a missed shot on our side of the floor. Great game. Congratulations to Robertson County. They'll go into the 10th region tournament as a district winner and will play a runner-up from one of the other districts. Meanwhile, Harrison County will now have to wait and see who the champions of the other 3 districts are in our region to see which one of those we might play. We'll have the drawings on Saturday to decide all of that. Well, while the trophies are being presented, we'll take a break. Come back with our post-game show sponsored by Dustin Rose out of Farm Bureau. We'll go over all the scoring and stats. We'll also have a chat with Coach Brooks, as well as name our Judy Construction Company player of the game. All that coming up after this timeout. But once again, in the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game, your final score in overtime, Robertson County 67, Harrison County 64. You've been listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCON Sports. Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County falls in the district championship game by a final score of 67-64. A great overtime game that was back and forth. There were 8 ties and 11 lead changes, many of those coming in the latter stages of the fourth quarter in overtime as neither team was backing down. Both teams made huge shots, had little runs here and there, but in the end, Caden Custer's driving layup attempt was just a little bit off the mark, and Justin Becker, who ended up the game with some 14 rebounds, was able to snag it as there was only 0.6 seconds left, but still made 2 big free throws to make it a 67-64 final. Harrison County drops on the year now to 11-10, while Robertson improves to 14-5. Taking a look at the scoring, first for Robertson County, they placed 3 players in double figures, led by Becker, who had 22 points, including 3 trays. 15 points for Sebastian Dixon, including a couple of three-pointers. Brandon Dice, he had 13 points. So think about this. When we beat these guys in the regular season, Dixon and Dice combined for 4. Tonight, they combined for 28. Quite the turnaround. 7 points for both Eli Dotson and Tanner Horn. The only player who got in the game but did not score for Robertson, who only used 6 players the entire game, was Joshua Pulaski. Meanwhile, for Harrison County, we placed 3 players in double figures, all 3 with a dozen points. Caden Custard, J.D. Sword, and Braylon Hinton, who had a really, really nice game as the freshman hit some big points. That 12 points is his new career high. Also scoring for the Breds, Clay Carpenter had 8, as did Richard Harris, who worked very hard tonight, especially on defense. J.D. Kendall had 6, 4 points for Blaine Biddle, and a couple of points as well for Will Furnish. Also playing but not scoring were Garrett Wilson and Ian Boland. That's the way the individual numbers stacked up in tonight's game. We'll take a break and come back and have Mike take a look at the team stats following this timeout. But once again, we're on the Hilltop in overtime in the championship game of the 38th District Tournament. Robertson County 67, Harrison County 64. You've been listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports. Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County will enter the regional tournament next week as a district runner-up. We'll have to play a winner from one of the other districts. So far, we know that 2 of them are Campbell and Clark. Neither one's going to be much fun.
Oh, Clark beat Montgomery?
Yes.
Tonight?
66-57, I think was the final score.
Okay.
So we'll, and probably Mason will be the other. They play Bracken tonight. But we'll already take a look at the individual numbers. How'd those team numbers look there, Mike?
Well, you know, if you look at the field goals, it's hard to see how we lost.
Really?
We made 28 out of 70 for 40%, 5 out of 17 threes for 29. Robertson made 23 field goals, 5 fewer field goals than we did, out of 64 for 36%. Made 1 more three, 6 out of 19 for 31.5%. So we outscored them from the field by 28, 10, 7 points.
Wow.
And then came the foul shots.
Or the foul
we outscored
misses.
them more than that because free throws, we shot 10 for the game. Made 3 of them, 0 for 3 the second half, 3 out of 7 the first half. So we make 30% from the foul line.
Pitiful.
We just made 7 turnovers.
That's good.
And the last one was the one out of bounds there that put .6. That's hardly a turnover. They shot 22 foul shots, 12 more free throws than we did, made 15 of them for 68%. So they outscored us by 12 from the foul line. They won by 3. I have to figure it out. Anyway, 9 turnovers for them. So they made 2 more turnovers than we did. They out-rebounded us 39-36. Second half, they out-rebounded us 20-14.
Ooh. And a lot of those were offensive.
They were, 7 of them. So 15 for the game, were offensive for them.
15 offensive rebounds?
For the game, yes. 24 defensive. We had 16 offensive rebounds and 20 defensive for 36. They out-rebounded us by 3. So really, we just put them on the daggone foul line too many times. And that's, and when they put us on, we didn't make it.
Right.
So, we make half for foul shots. We won the game because there would have been any overtime.
Right.
Because we didn't shoot any free throws in the overtime.
Yeah.
So.
But we did shoot that one. Kate missed the front end of one.
Yeah, but that was the last part of that. That was the last part of the regular season.
I thought it was overtime. But in any case, 3 out of 10 ain't going to win you any games.
No, and 0 for 3 in the second half. Of course, maybe we forgot we didn't get to shoot many of them. Maybe we forgot.
But in our 2 games, 13 for 31 from the foul line against Nicholas and Robertson.
Yeah.
We can't do that next week.
No.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, and talk to Coach Brooks right after this timeout. You've been listening to the boys' 38th District Tournament Championship game on WCYN Sports.
Harrison County Farm Bureau.
All righty, back here on the hilltop. Harrison County falls by a final score of 67-64 in overtime. Joined now by Coach Brooks. And, Coach, it was an exciting game from the tip, handoff at the first of the game till the very end. But in the end, you can't make just 3 out of 10 free throws.
No, we got to step up and hit our free throws, but we had opportunities getting defensive rebounds. We're standing and watching. And, like I told him in the locker room right there, that last rebound, Justin Becker, big-time player, he wanted the ball. He wanted his team to win, and he went and got the ball, and that's kind of been our Achilles heel all year long. Yeah. We got too many kids that play and stand on the floor and watch other people rebound the ball and not go and do their job. So, we should have hit our free throws, but we had opportunities to get defensive rebounds and put them in a position to panic a little bit, and we didn't do it. So hopefully that's a lesson learned, and we come back and regroup, find out who we play on Saturday, and have a day or two to practice for next week and get ready for regional play.
I thought that we did a nice job of controlling the tempo once again tonight. We didn't really let Robertson race up and down against us because, and I think it goes back to how Caden Custard ran the team.
Yeah, we worked 2 days on getting out in the passing lane, slowing down their tempo and their fast break. In the first quarter, they got out on us a couple of times. We weren't out in the passing lanes, but we talked about that in the first quarters, early in the second quarter. Did a better job doing that, but like I said, we just in the overtime they ran the same play every time, and they either got a foul out of it or a basket. And we ran that play for 2 days, and it's just a matter of whoever's on the floor doing their job defensively. And our kids, we still have that mentality that we're going to outscore people, and unfortunately it didn't happen tonight.
I thought that in the first half, we weren't exactly sluggish, but it didn't seem like we were very sharp. But then coming out in the third quarter, it was like a different team. What'd you tell the guys?
Well, we told them to settle down. The first half, especially the first quarter, they wanted to speed us up and take quick shots, and we had already talked about it for 2 days. Move the ball side to side, make them play defense. Early in the game when we did that, we got Blaine inside. We took some shots. Blaine got offensive rebound, put back. You know, when we move the ball and make our offense, let our offense work for us, we get the shots that we want and we get the second chance opportunities. We took some quick shots and some bad shots falling away, and just didn't play smart basketball in that first quarter.
I thought that Braylon Hinton really came on tonight, showing that he's going to be something special.
Braylon did. He knocked down some shots. He played some big minutes, but he took some bad shots. You know, he's a kid that he loves to shoot that three-pointer, and he settles. You know, a couple times they closed out hard on him, and he still shot it when he could have shot fake and got a closer shot. So, you know, he's a freshman, and those are things that he learned going as he goes along, and we just got to keep working and get better.
Thought that even though it was capped at 500 or whatever, I thought the crowd was just awesome tonight.
It was. I mean, Robertson County brought a great crowd, and they had a lot of energy, and our crowd, you know, we had a great crowd, and there was a lot of energy, and that's the type of game you want to play. You
you
want to play in front of a crowd like that. Our kids were very receptive to that, and you know, you go over to the field house, I mean, it's going to be just like that. So it gave us a taste of that type of atmosphere.
Right. Well, appreciate you coming over, Coach. We'll talk to you again on Saturday.
All right, thanks.
Head Thoroughbred basketball coach Terrence Brooks after the Thoroughbreds 67-64 loss in overtime to the Black Devils of Robertson County, who now can put an 8th district tournament trophy in their case over there in Mount Olivet. And as I said before, the first time they've ever in their school's history won district tournaments in back-to-back years. So congratulations to them for that. Want to remind everyone that we'll be back on the air tomorrow night as Mike and I will travel over to Mount Olivet for the girls' 38th District Tournament Championship game. The Harrison County Phillies will take on the always tough Lady Jackets of Nicholas County. The two teams met earlier this season, not that long ago, back on the 20th of February, less than a month, over in Carlisle, a game that Harrison County won 52-43 in a very physical ball game. But our girls appear to be ready, at least going by how well they played against Robertson County the other night. And I'm sure that Coach Letcher will have his Lady Jackets ready as well. So look for a rock'em sock'em knockdown drag-out over in Mount Olivet. Tomorrow night we'll have all the action right here on WCYN. Want to thank my engineer back at the station, AJ Heisel, who always does a great job. Want to thank Trent for streaming the live action of the district championship game tonight as well. And as always, I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without their help, we would not be able to get the boys' 38th District Tournament on the air. So, from the Hilltop, your final score for the final time in the 38th District Tournament Championship game in overtime. Robertson County, almost. Our Judy Construction Company player of the game almost signed out without doing it. We're going to give it to Caden Custard. I thought Caden did a nice job of running the team tonight. 12 points, 13 rebounds. So a good double-double for the freshman point guard. So congratulations once again, Caden Custard, our Judy Construction Company player of the game. And now with that, your final score for the final time in overtime, Robertson County 67, Harrison County 64. Good evening, everyone.